Hey everyone, glad you are here. Let's talk about PHUN. I am finally going to do a video on this stock. I've briefly mentioned them a couple times in the past, but I just want to put my own thoughts, what's going on with this right now and where I'm at with it. And I do want to address some major things that I think need to bring people like a reality check on this stock. And like, this is not like a slasher video where I'm talking bad about the company, I'm talking about the stock, but I do think, you know, as an investor, you know, we all need to talk about the realities of what's at play here with this stock. So obviously right now this company is, you know, being attached to free speech, being attached to the Trump mania that's taking over the stock market, that's building up right now. You know, we have DWAC, you know, Digital World Acquisition, then we have Rumble, and those two stocks are just, they're not stopping, and I don't think they're going to stop. I think they're just going to break all the rules this year. I don't think they're going to do what people, I think they're going to do what people think they're going to do, but then obviously, you know, they're just going to keep running. You know, having a YouTube channel, I get kind of everyone's opinion, and then I have people share my videos like on StockTwits and, you know, other places that I just find it. I'll just go on there, I'll be looking up, and then I'll see my face pop up, and it's like, ugh. But, which I appreciate, but, you know, I get to see everyone's, you know, flavor, where they're at with stocks and what they think. And, you know, the majority of what I run across with Trump stocks, I think I'm just going to call them at this point, is that, you know, people are just against if you're against Trump, you're just against Trump. Okay, I get it. Okay, I don't care. Like, I'm not making this like a political video by any means. We're simply here as investors trying to make a buck, trying to, you know, build a portfolio here. So I just want to, like, you know, throw that out there. So with this stock right now, I am in it. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm in it. I jumped into it about 2 weeks ago. But with this stock too, I think it's important to say that this is a very risky situation, that if you haven't gotten into, but you're thinking about getting into, you need to be aware that it is a very risky situation. This stock is coming up very soon to being under $1 for a whole calendar year here in February. This means that they will be getting a letter from NASDAQ saying, hey, you got to be above $1. We're going to be talking about a reverse split, or you need to take an extension, which more than likely they will take an extension. Now, one or two things happen when a company does say they're going to take an extension. Usually you'll see stocks that are on the extension basis get traded a little bit higher, because people know that they're trying to get pushed. There's there's day traders pushing it, and it's just getting beat up a little more. But it's a grand opportunity to make some money, but also get stuck in it too. So that's the one thing hovering above this stock right now. That's just the reality. I just want to put that out there like that. I'm not like bashing it whatsoever. So that's just the reality of what this is, with the rules of NASDAQ with this stock right now. So I just want to make that clear. Now, the other play with this too, you know, there's even articles being written on this. There's analysts saying this, that they believe there will be a short squeeze with this stock, due to it being involved with the Trump mania right now. So one thing that we're following with this stock is that when we see DWAC, we see Rumble, we see the third little brother right now, and that's what I'm calling it. You know, we have the big brother Digital World, second brother Rumble, and then this third little brother here, third little brother, PHUN. When one of them does well, usually all of them are doing well simultaneously. It's just, we're just seeing a pattern right now. It's like a weather pattern. We're just watching it. That's just what it is right now. And Digital World had a phenomenal day again today. Rumble broke $7 today. Congratulations, everybody that caught that. I just made a video on them Monday, and I was like, I think it's just going to continue to go up here. I think it's going to go to 10. I think it's going to go to 20. I think it's going to go to 30. And I think it's just going to continue to move here. That's that situation right there. And when I talk about PHUN here, I talk about it the same way I'm talking about Digital World and Rumble right now. It's not moving on a long-term investor movement right now. There's not like, I don't think there's long-term investors buying into this right now. I think this is strictly hype. I think this is strictly like people are trying to get in and out, buy it at 30, get rid of it at 60, you know, buy it at 40, get rid of it at 70, if it'll go to that, because there is potential for a short squeeze here, and that's what we're all hoping for. So those are the few scenarios playing out with this. I'm trying to break this up so everyone sees what's going on, so you see what's going on right now. And this stock sets apart, so it's a lot more dangerous because of what it is as a company, where it's sitting right now. It's still somewhat of a new company. It's only been around since 2009. And obviously Rumble too. Rumble's really new too. Where the stock is financially, it's very dangerous right now that it could get caught in a reverse split. It could. And that's why people have to be very careful right now. So long term with this stock, I am not there right now. I'm not staying in this right now for long term. This is not a company that's like, you know, has money to play around with on a balance sheet. You know, they're not, you know, killing quarterlies like that. This is still a very much growing company and with a lot of potential. But, you know, I don't look at this stock like I look at Rumble. I look at Rumble as like a company that's put together. They have a really, you know, fundamental company platform, what they have, and they are killing quarterlies. They're doing great on a balance sheet. You know, they have money to spend. This is a company that is growing really fast, and probably this year will be their biggest year of growth we will see, whether Trump wins or loses the election in November. DWAC. All that right now is just 100% hype. That's all that is. Great. Awesome. People are making money. It'll probably go to stupid prices. It's going to get out of control, especially here coming in the summer. With this stock, I do believe that if it can, with PHUN here, if it can make it to 50 here, you know, I think it could possibly get to $1. I just right now, we're not. Today was like the day where I was like, oh man, if it doesn't make it back to 40, this is not good. And it was an okay day. I mean, it made it to right under 35 cents. We'll round it up here. It made it at almost 35 cents. But still, I was hoping it was going to do more today. I really was. Volume was good. I mean, it broke over 2 million in volume. But I think a lot of people, with it getting closer to a deadline here coming into February, you know, people are getting a little scared to take a, you know, move on it. With that said, too, there is still high potential that one day it could just get out of control here. I do believe that. And I am curious to see how these Trump stocks are going to run the rest of the week. It's Wednesday today, and you know, last week Thursday was a big sell-off, and then Friday we did pretty good in the market. Everything came back a little bit. So I would like to think tomorrow is going to be a sell day, because we've had 2 days of really high performance with these Trump stocks. But everything is so weird right now that we're like, I think I talked about this in another video where I was like, you know, what we're seeing right now in the market is a lot similar to what we saw in like, it's a weird market where it's very split up, where we saw this like during, you know, the AMC GameStop movement, where we just had these random stocks that were just not following the market. They were just off by themselves. They were like, okay, everyone's going this way, we're going to go this way. And that's what we're seeing with these Trump stocks. And I don't even know if anybody else is talking about this. Like, I don't really know. I don't watch really anybody with stocks. I watch Jeremy, and Jeremy's been my North Stars for the last, you know, 5-6 years. So saying that with these Trump stocks, I think they're very interesting. I think there's a lot of money to be made with them. I just do warn people with this PHUN deal, like, listen, I think it could possibly be a very lucrative move. I don't know that it's going to have enough room. Now, of course, me saying this will probably shoot up to 50 cents tomorrow, and people, you know, call me crazy. And I hope it does. I hope it does. I am rooting for this thing to make everybody a little money. And I'm going to be honest, if it struggled to get to 50 to 60 cents, I would probably sell out at that point. And it would kind of show us on a graph here with this stock, looking at a month of it right here where, on the 16th, it hit this 43-cent mark. Then we had massive sell-off. It even went back down to 16 cents. And then I know a lot of people made a lot of money because they bought in right there, pumped it right back up, shot back up into a 25-cent zone. And then it kind of like, I would usually think it's over by that point, but then all this Trump news, DeSantis dropping out, the primaries, all that stuff, it just kicked it right back up. And then we had it shoot right back up into a 45-cent zone. So potentially, it should, from what it looks like from a graph, it should start running here, but it's right on the cuff. Like, what is it going to do? Tomorrow is February. You're watching this probably in February 1st, 2nd, wherever you're at right now. I thought today was going to be the day where it was going to run a little harder. I thought for sure it would make it back to a 37, 38 cent zone, and it didn't, and that kind of scared me a little bit. So, friends, with all that said, listen, I think there's money to be made with PHUN if it can move here. If it can get at least back to a 40-cent zone to prove to people, and then from there try to get to a 50, I think we're okay. I'm a little scared right now that it's slowed down quite a bit. Even today with a high pumping volume day of these Trump stocks, it just was not bringing much to the table to try to save itself. So might be taking a loss here. I don't know. I'm not talking junk about the stock company. If you notice, I haven't even talked about the company because I don't even think people care about the company. I don't even think people care about what PHUN as a company. They strictly only care about that it is attached to a short squeeze. Great, fine. That's okay. I'm okay with that. Friends, until I talk to you next time, I really do wish all of you the best of luck, and we will talk soon again. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.